Okay. Generally, the beginning here is not going to be an issue. Let's just be really honest, unless you're a new player. But then again, you'll unlock this when you get your first module, which will take time anyway. Oh. Oh, that's kinda stupid? I thought it was one of those things that it buffs damage, not directly. Okay. I was kind of expecting something completely different, so let's be brutally honest here. It generally seemed like it was gonna be one of those,
Wow, looks awfully dangerous. You call me out for this?
Just being out in the limit increases our status for attacks. Let's see. 817. Still 817. But yeah, I think we are doing just straight up more damage anyway. So you're better off just completely and utterly ignoring it and just having it on the field. Even though it's interesting that it's a thing to begin with, I don't see the point unless it's only against the boss. Even then, that's just still kind of stupid regardless, but that's just me anyway. This one just suddenly seems like if the boss is gonna probably be like the only threat.
Picked out your bait yet?
And it's just gonna be like a nice little damage boost overall.
So you racked your brains. Now, wait in line. We've got plenty for everyone.
Well, Chin Alter doesn't really do a good job with fast attacking. Wiz Alter, on the other hand, is a different story. Especially considering the fact that he does so much more damage than anything remotely close to Chin Alter. And her range is just so ridiculous, it's not even funny. I would still probably, depending upon the circumstance at hand, I might end up going with like a mixture of like multiple built snipers, and then, I don't know, we'll have to see what happens later on. And she's fast enough that she can almost permastall stun. Well, at least she'll be able to kind of permastall Snowdown almost too.
Do you like my nails? Guess what I used to paint them.
Your stupidity. Thank you, W. Okay. Okay. The loom creaks and the scissors snip. Their morbid melodies clear and penetrating. More sneepers. And we'll go with horn. Okay. I mean, no. I don't know. No, I don't have Gnosis. I'll probably have like a mixture of like two different characters. Probably GG and Gnosis for the next one. Those two probably will completely destroy. Honestly, we could straight up just...
If you insist on being so stubborn, then prepare for execution. was really hoping it wouldn't turn out like this.
私たちならできます。はい。毒薬の準備が整この毒はゆっくりとあなた方の命を蝕みますのね。
I think going for a mixture of damage and speed is probably going to be the best bet here. Just because, yes, fast attacking speed Rizadel sounds fun, but her also being fast and doing damage sounds even better.
For them, the bell tolled.
So she's gonna be similar to like GG in the instance of buffs. Probably I'd use her.
If you even can.
Oh yeah. You have fun.
The Revenant's battle is always so focused on the ground. But have you forgotten to look above?
W makes a good point there. The enemies probably didn't take into consideration. Joking aside, let's kind of get things set up as a just-in-case scenario. I doubt we're gonna get into a scenario where that's the case, but, you know, we can always just be safe than sorry.
So you wrapped your brain. Who says there's always a countdown?
Also, that's gonna charge through her skills pretty quick too, so it's like, you'd be kind of stupid not to use Rizadel. Like, Rizadel is one of those characters where it's like, yes, she would have probably been really shit if it wasn't for the fact that she does so much damage that it completely outperforms, Chin Alter, so that she doesn't have the same problem with Chin Alter where you just buff just speed and it's more of a hindrance. Not with Rizadel. Rizadel is like, I don't give a fuck. You could go all speed. Personally speaking, I think Caster and Sniper here is going to be the best bet.
The Revenant's battle. Now, wait in line. We got plenty for
Easy 20k damage with Suzerain.
Take a breather and tally up your losses.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny to think about how she completely destroys the main game, but not even take into consideration with SSS. Like, SSS here, I'm expecting her to just solo. Pretty much. Probably both emergency and normal. I could be wrong, because I don't know how the boss is, but that is my speculation at this current moment in time. Okay. More snipers. And then... I don't know. This one's kind of a hard one, because it's like, I'm thinking maybe I could do support, but, like, I feel like that's kind of irrelevant. I would like to have some, like, Gnosis levels or Suzerain instead of just a straight-up healer like Kyrkis in this instance, because you just want more tools at your disposal and the option to use them at any point than just straight-up healing. You could just bring a healer and do that. And so in this scenario, I wouldn't really go with Kyrkis at all, just because I would like something that brings more to the table than just healing. And that's kind of the issue with the Abjure class in SSS. Like, a lot of specialists I feel like are trash in SSS because of the fact of how they work and how specific they are. I just don't see the need or use case aside from, like, maybe a strict few, but even then, you're just better off doing other characters. This comes down to, do I want to go for another Vanguard? Not really. I think we have good enough Vanguards as is. We don't need another healer also, but at the same time, like, I would rather probably go for a guard, defender, or an archer at this point. I guess we'll go with Harmony for an easier chance to get casters, but I think this is kind of too much casters at this point.
double check your protective gear. Also, remember to keep a safe distance from the lava and give regular status reports.
I know what to... I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Yeah, that's fine. Go with Harmony first. It's kind of cool to see a character just kind of casually just continuously attack. That's usually slow, but I'm gonna do this.
Stop flailing about and do as I tell you.
Let's actually bring more characters in. Kind of annoying,
This is the battle.
but that will work.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
I know what... I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Okay.
Thus, I speak.
Okay.
Trash the mission briefing.
That could be enough here.
Do I need to repeat myself on the battle plan?
Actually, I'm probably gonna
Order
be safe
acknowledged.
here. The stun could destroy me.
Very well.
Ashes from volcanoes.
I mean,
They
could,
consume
but I highly
and
doubt it.
raise, then nourish.
Hey, skill, please. Good shit. Okay, yep, that's like probably one of the best ones to get. Put that over here, get her more medic so people don't die. Do thorns. Also, with Thorns' new module, it's gonna be pretty damn good. Because that's just gonna make him attack faster than he already is, on top of the fact of the poison effects. He's gonna almost turn this over to his side.
So you racked your brain and came up with a
That's not
plan?
what I do, but there we go.
そうすればお互い手間が省けるだろう。
And we got another one. Awesome. At this point, it's straight up overkill. But I'll take it.
This time,
So she should be,
we
yeah,
can make up
50%
for the
less
missing
damage.
data from the last report.
At this point, the enemies would have to be like CC levels above to get through. Just for the lols, I could do this. And is perfectly fine, especially because it goes after the the Revenant Shadow. So, you know, that's just a little funny. Which I think is Sorcerer the one healing it. I think so. We'll see how today the stream goes, because there's a good likelihood that with how the boss mechanic works and not being able to, no, not actually playing it for myself because it's the first time dealing with the bosses, there's a chance I could lose on the first attempt because I don't understand how the boss works, or there's some little shenanigan with the boss that completely makes me lose. It's happened before. I look at the last set of SSS stages as a good example of just how stupid bosses can be in SSS. Even if on paper it should be simple. Okay.
Do you like my nails?
Pretty straightforward one. I would say Gnosis can work well in this set of maps, even though he's not gonna be like the best against the boss. He should be able to handle everything else pretty easily at +5 sniper. Okay, this one doesn't look too insane because it seems like everything goes this way eventually. There's a impossible pass to go through, so they have to go through this to eventually go through here. Again, usually by this point they do like 2 sets of lanes to the blue box, but they haven't done that yet. Okay, so Sound Absorb Boost. 4x effect when directly behind. Or, all enemies in attack range have minus 95 attack movement speed for 10 seconds after deployment. Both are shit! I don't really... Okay, so by the way, the only reason why I like this is it increases the 20% physical boost. These two focus on specifically the idea of using it to do damage and killing it. I'm not a big fan of that. I think that is just generally kind of meh, because it's not a consistent stat boost. I'm only really using it for it, and even then, I'm not really using it. So, yeah. Don't know what to really say here. I guess we could try to use the sound boost A, but overall, I'm not a really big fan of this stat. It seems like they're trying too hard to make it as like a useful damage tool, but I would rather prefer just a stat boost in some way, shape, or form at this point.
I do hope none of you turn on the waterworks anytime soon.
Oh.
戦いを避けられないというのなら、私も自分の弱さから目をそらさない。ここに立つのは私の使命。子供たちの悲鳴が聞こえる。
Acknowledged.
主の祝福があらんことを。福音が指先に集まる。
Okay.
綺麗な地形だね。
If you insist on being so stubborn, then
On your command. 配置完了。子供たちの悲鳴が聞こえる。
For them, the bell tolls.
Roar. A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Volcanic set can 子供たちの悲鳴が聞こえる。
weak spots.
Okay.
I wasn't supposed to act, but
Waiting for them. The curtain of destiny.
What? Why? Yeah, like, look at his damage output. I don't have his module, by the way, obviously. At the same time, we just completely and utterly annihilated. Okay, yep. Thorns. Have fun, mate.
No place here. I'll send them away.
Okay, that's kind of annoying.
Wow, looks awfully dangerous. You call me out?
flesh and bone bear weeds.
Okay, at this point, I'm getting kind of annoyed at these enemies.
To look. The Revenant's battling again. Son of a gun's got filthy mouth.
That would mean I would have to be a little careful later on in, like, the harder mode stages. Good shit.
The Revenant's battling. There's always a countdown. So you racked your brain and came up with a plan of plopping me here. Bravo.
Don't need to do that, but...
I wasn't supposed to sow the mountains when summer leaves a white dew. Seed the plains when equinox paints russet hue.
Interesting how that doesn't... He doesn't go back, but he loses the seed effect.
So you racked your brain. Now, wait in line. Plenty for everyone.
Completely and utterly overpowering the enemy, ignoring the mechanic.
Mission accomplished.
On top of a different game mode. Yeah.
はい、私が参戦したからには当然の結果です。これでもう誰も蘭電修道院がラテラーノの飾り物だなんて思いませんよね。
Karen pose up, no down. He ignores the voices shouting in his head, let's do both all at once. Oh my goodness. Okay. Booze and I guess I go with penance. Okay, Let's get into this. Okay, so it seems like they're trying to focus on like the side event mechanics as well. Is this? Looks good.
出発する。敵を発見。
If you insist on being
Okay,
so
yeah,
stubborn,
okay,
then
okay.
prepare for execution.
We'll probably heavily focus on guards here. We could put a healer facing right.
Bullets, maybe. I'll give you some time to cry out in pain while I adjust my weapon.
It's not my wish to take lives.
We need to change to a different guard.
All those I have yet to abandon.
Very well.
ワクワクするな。主の祝福があらんこと。
Okay.
ロック18号、アタックシーケンス起動。
I guess we could go Thorns. Yeah.
全員の行動力を奪う
And then Harmony.
Your command. Wow, looks awfully dangerous.
Okay.
You call me out for this?
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
何時に死をもたらす。
Oh, I could, but
For them, the bell tolls.
boots.
What should I play with you guys?
Way too many ranged enemies here.
分かったお前の攻撃は想定の通り
私たちならできます。
We're gonna have to do that.
Fighting for more than just the law. Also, the
These guys are just becoming an annoyance.
extend beyond it.
We could go with the healer if she dies still.
So you racked your brain. Who says there's always a countdown?
Oh, shit, I want to use skill. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, game.
Order acknowledged.
That's annoying. I was trying to use skill there, but the game's like, oh, you want to click on the gramophone. No. Okay, I wasn't. But, okay, game.
Seize the moment. Sense deprived by ember.
Good shit, Hodier. Okay. Well, that one is gonna be like a clusterfuck of shit happening, but not bad. As you kind of see, like, Thorn's module kind of makes him like a deadly like DPS threat. It increases attack by a lot. Falling pieces may cause extreme discomfort for some. Beware the howling corp count and his squeaky gamophones. I do not know what to expect, so I could lose, even though I have power. That's the thing I always say, is that no matter what, how good of operators you can, if you don't understand what happens in the map, you're screwed. That's just how things go. Also, we have the module for Chongyu. I don't know when they're gonna release IS-5 because we still, like, CN is still currently in their IS-5, which is generally not the case. What generally happens is that we're definitely, like, we're using two different integrated strategies most of the time.
Let's go! Oh, speaking of which, what was our objective again?
毒薬の準備が整いましたわ。幻覚が見えるかしら。我が三つ石が汝に死をもたらさん。
I should have done a faster, but whatever.
Freeze!
一步也不会退后。
You'll pay for that. You'll pay for that.
Also, no Vanguards is kind of annoying, because I know Vanguards are going to be useful.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
You'll pay for that.
I'm listening.
Alright, guys! Let's make some noise!
Don't nothing to mask the scent of despair. I wasn't supposed to wrench and bone bear weeds.
Okay.
Minds and
Freshly noble who rules over a town on the borders of Lithuanian. Attack increases when squeaking sound is on the battlefield. He takes true damage when squeaking sound is destroyed. Unit is not deployed. DP is reduced by 1 every 2 seconds. If deployed, the count Crimson gains increased attack and it takes 20,000 true damage when this unit is defeated.
I wasn't supposed to act.
いつでもいけるよ。ロック18号。最大出力。
Many intellectuals must join a battle before penning a decent turn.
Fear not! Here I come!
Better let your step.
こちらロックロック。
I'll charge till we face me!
Oh, what? Why are you not taking damage? What the fuck? Oh, so it's only when he's... Okay.
Order acknowledged.
Interesting.
Acknowledged.
Don't you can't hide your fear.
Lock 18号。敵を追跡して。
I would like to get certain characters going.
I know what to do. Don't order me around. If you're really incapable,
そうすればお互い手間が省ける。
I'll plant you into the soil to grow anew. You can't hide your fear. I know what nothing can mask.
動き回るな。そうすればお互い手間が省ける。
ロック18号最大出力
I need you out.
Mission briefing. I know what you want. The Revenant's battling again. Son of a cunt's got. So you wrapped your. There's always a captain.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but W just completely destroys his boss. But I didn't even need to worry about that. Okay, I need to do something here. I need to empty my inventory because that kind of actually... I understand the boss mechanic. The boss mechanic is actually very simple. Way simple than usual.
I'm just here for
But even without an actual healer.
So you wrapped your. There's always a countdown.
Yeah. 1 bar of HP, but generally like an easy character to deal with. Is an interesting decision for a boss. But you can still do damage, but doesn't really matter anyway. Like, I'm not saying like results is necessary. I don't believe that, so whatever. This is one of those bosses where it's like, I understand what they're going for, and it's really just kind of comes down to focusing on an area to do a lot of damage at once, at the same time, healing.
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ
Who wants fast speed? I guess you. And now remember, this is without a proper healer.
Mission accomplished.
Shield is just enough. Barely enough, but enough.
ドクターさん、私うまくや
Okay. That was perfect, true, secret, no leak run.
本当ですか？よかった。
Okay. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that.